is it?
Listen.
Chris, so lovely to meet you.
You too.
Now you had the script and you brought it to Ron. Did he take much convincing?
A little bit. It happened pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know, we'd done Rush together, and I just wanted to continue that relationship and work with him again. And I said, look, if you're not sick of me, take a look at this. And
is it rare to kind of find that when you work with someone like that, and then you sort of almost create a shorthand with them?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to kind of not spend the first half of the shoot getting to know one another and so on. Just kind of pick up where you left off and get down to business. You know, it was great.
Now you have chosen loads and loads of different roles. So it's quite a variety. So was that a conscious thing for you to always go for something a little bit different?
You want to mix it up and show different ranges and different things, but just my own interest, I think, and my own personal sort of passion. If I'm doing the same thing, it's hard to stay as motivated for it, you know. Whereas each time I explore a different character in a world I haven't been a part of, it kind of reinvigorates that spark, I think.
And the best thing for both of us would be to work all hours God sends us. Fill this ship with oil and be home inside a year and rid of one another as quickly as possible. Trust me, I am every bit as desirous of that as you.
I'd say it was really challenging mentally as well. So kind of what were the biggest things that you faced, I suppose, in the film?
You've got to sort of ask yourself the questions the characters are asking themselves, and talking about cannibalism and survival and, you know, your friends are dying and dropping off and so on. And so they're a tough thing to sort of think about and I guess exhausting. The physical side of it, losing the weight and all that was obviously hard, but, you know, fed straight into whatever emotional things we were supposed to experience, you know, and I think in order to do the story justice, we had to kind of go there ourselves in some small way.
What were your cheat meals? Because I know you guys were starving.
Quantity, more than anything. It wasn't, I didn't care. It was like, just give me
anything
more than that little amount that you're feeding me currently, you know. Carbohydrates mainly, because that was a big thing we were kind of starved of for a lot of the shoot. So pasta, pizza, bread.
And when you finished up, what was the first meal you had?
We went to an Italian restaurant, pizza and so on, and all felt kind of sick afterwards.
I'd say so.
Some food hangover we had.
As I live and breathe, he's mine.
Tom Holland is incredible in this film. He's such a sweetheart. Did you give him any words of wisdom, you know, in his future projects that are coming up?
Well, with the Marvel stuff, what I said to the Marvel guys was just how humble he is and passionate and has a great work ethic, as well as being, you know, incredibly talented. And I then just said that to him. I said, you know, hang on to that humility, I guess.
Absolutely.
Don't lose your head, the usual stuff.
We also saw that you went back to your old stomping ground there recently in Summer Bay.
I did, yeah.
That was amazing.
It was good. That was
so good.
It's funny. I was doing I sort of shoot in Sydney, and I went and saw my friends who were still working there, a lot of the crew. They went in to say hello, and my friend said, why don't you jump in the back of the scene?
Amazing.
And I said, yes, get me in there.
Hilarious. So. It's like blink and you'll miss it, but it's brilliant. And finally, what are your fondest memories from working on this project?
Being at sea for the 2 months, as hard as that was, and, you know, seasickness and all that, it was just such an adventure, you know, and then the camaraderie and the team spirit that was there with everybody, and that was a pretty special thing.
Brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We will survive.